Welcome back. Bottom of the second inning. Score 2-1 in favor of Oregon State over Tri-States here at the 22nd Annual Northwest Championships presented by Baseball Northwest. The first pitch to Tucker Zander is in there for strike one. In the air to center field. Estevan Ruiz settles under it for out number one.
Are we back? Yes? Okay.
In case you're just joining us, Tri-State's leadoff hitter Cole Moorlag reached safely on a dropped third strike. He then came around to score, but Oregon State starting pitcher Chase Reynolds proceeded to continue to strike out the side, recorded 4 strikeouts in the first inning. He struck out the first batter he faced in the second. Had 5 strikeouts through 1 and a third innings. In the home half of the first inning, Bennett Thompson with an RBI triple to the power alley in right center field, scoring Cole Peterson, who reached on an infield single. And then Thompson came around to score on a double play ball. So there you go, all caught up. 2-1 Oregon State, each team with 2 hits. And again, Oregon State starting pitcher Chase Reynolds, 5 strikeouts through 2 innings of work. Gavin McLaughlin is at the dish right now. Waiting on deck is Jacob Fitch. First strikeout of the game for Rylan Bain, the pitcher on the mound for Tri-States. Drop third strike, tag out, and that is going to do it. So a 1-2-3 inning by Rylan Bain with a couple of strikeouts brings us to the to the top of the third inning. 2-1 Oregon State here on TableRockSports.net, your home for the 22nd Annual Championships presented by Baseball Northwest. Welcome back. You're watching the 22nd Annual Northwest Championships presented by Baseball Northwest. A rocket that is a foul ball down the first base line off the bat. of Easton Amundsen. Facing off against Chase Reynolds, who recorded the first 5 outs of the game via strikeout. Recorded 4 strikeouts in the first inning after the leadoff hitter reached on a dropped third strike. That ball hit well the other way. Going back on it is Cole Peterson, and he makes the grab for out number 1. So with 1 out and nobody on, the lineup turns over, and that will bring up Cole Morlag. Morlag reached on the drop third strike and then eventually came around to score back in the first inning. Shows bunt and pops it foul. Another strikeout recorded by Chase Reynolds, now his 6th K through 2 1/3 innings of work, 2 2/3. Tyler Peterson now will climb into the box. First pitch swinging, a flare into left field that will drop in front of Cole Peterson, or a 2-out knock. And that will bring up Matthew Iwamizu. That ball driven deep to left field. Peterson back, reaches up, and makes the catch. Cole Peterson slams into the wall. No, he did not. It's a ground rule double. Boy, it sure looked like he made the grab, but the ball must have bounced up and over that 10-foot high wall. And the ground rule double honestly helps Oregon State here. Keeps Tyler Peterson at third. And now Estevan Ruiz, who has the lone RBI in this game for Tri-States, at the dish. Peterson at third, Estevan Ruiz. The ground rule double is at second. Ruiz sends one high in the air to right field. Caught by Gavin McLaughlin to retire the side. 2 runners left on base. We head to the home half of the third inning, 2-1 Oregon State. You're watching the 22nd Annual Northwest Championships presented by Baseball Northwest. Home half of the third inning, Oregon State on top over Tri-States 2-1. Rylan Bain back on the mound for Tri-States. A couple of defensive changes are behind him. I'll bring those to you shortly. First pitch popped foul by Caden Parker, the center fielder for Oregon State today. So the defensive changes behind Rylan Bain. Cesar Eden Blanco moves from short to third. Tyler Peterson moves from second to shortstop. And Nate Rose takes over at second base. Evan Bailey replaced by Estevan Ruiz in left. And Cole Morlag replaces Ruiz in center. So Estevan Ruiz in left, Cole Morlag in center, Evan Bailey is in right. Easton Adamson at first, Nate Rose at second. Tyler Peterson at short. Cesar Aiden Blanco at third, and Matthew Iwamizu is behind the plate. Caden Parker, ground ball to the second baseman. Nate Rose knocks it down and gets it to first in time for the first out of the third inning. So that will bring up Darren Marsh, who in the top of the fourth will take over in right field for Oregon State. Darren Marsh attends Eagle Point High School here in Oregon, just a hop, skip, and a jump away. Swing and a miss for strike 3. Third strikeout of the game for Ryland Bain. 2 down in the the bottom of the third. And that will bring Dane Woodcook to the field. Woodcook started the game at shortstop for Oregon State. He'll take a couple innings off defensively before going out into center field for the 6th and 7th.
Yes.
Ball driven deep to left. Going back on it and unable to make the play is Estevan Ruiz, who moved over to left this inning. A stand-up triple for Dane Woodcook. And that will provide the leadoff hitter Cole Peterson with an RBI opportunity. Two one fouled off. Evens the count, 2 balls and 2 strikes on Cole Peterson. Dane Woodcook, the stand-up triple to the power alley in left center field, takes his lead. Ground ball to the right side, foul. Two balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Runner on third in a 2-1 game. And that will run the count full. A solid base hit for Cole Peterson drives in Dane Woodcook. And the score is now 3-1 Oregon State. Both teams with 4 hits in this game, but Oregon State leading in the column that matters. Ground ball left side. Strong throw across the diamond, and that will retire the side. A 2-out triple by Dane Woodcook, and he comes home on the RBI single by Cole Peterson. To the top of the fourth we go, 3-1 Oregon State. You're watching the 22nd Annual Northwest Championships, powered by Baseball Northwest. Welcome back to Harry and David Field, home of the 22nd Annual Northwest Championships presented by Baseball Northwest. We're in the top of the fourth inning, and a swinging strike induced by Oregon State starting pitcher Chase Reynolds. Reynolds has 6 strikeouts through 3 innings of work. Recorded 4 strikeouts in the first inning. He's facing off against Cesar Eden Blanco, Evan Bailey, and Gavin Viano. Left side, Rustin Edmiston, a long throw, and it pulls the first baseman Danny Alvarado off the bag, allowing Blanco to reach safely. Going to be an error charged to Rustin Edmiston, who just checked into the game as shortstop. Some more defensive substitutions for Oregon State. Jacob Fitch is now at third. Darren Marsh is now in right, and Danny Alvarado, the first baseman. Pickoff throw to first, not in time. So to recap where we're at here in the top of the fourth inning, Chase Reynolds still pitching, and another pickoff throw to first, and again, Blanco dives back in safely for Tri-States. Bennett Thompson, the catcher. Danny Alvarado now at first. Tucker Zander at second. Rustin Edmiston at shortstop. There's a hard-hit ground ball off the glove of a diving Tucker Zander. Going first to third is Blanco. The throw comes in from center field, and not in time. So a base hit turns into runners on second and third with nobody out for Tri-States. Just to finish up the defensive alignment for Oregon State now, in left, Cole Peterson, in center, Caden Parker, and in right, Darren Marsh. So 2 on and nobody out for Gavin Viano. Ground ball right back to the pitcher. He's going to go to first to get the out. Nice job of holding the runners on. So Viano, an unproductive out, and that will bring up Isaiah Burke. Ground ball to the shortstop. Edmiston backhands it. The throw to first sails well high. They're going to give a base hit to Isaiah Burke, and then Burke advances safely to second on the error. Now 2 runs come home for Tri-States, and we are all tied at 3 here in the top of the 4th. With a runner on second, that will bring up Nate Rose. Another strikeout for Chase Reynolds. That is his 7th in 3 2/3 of work. He finds himself in a tied ball game. Runner on second, and Easton Amundsen stepping into the box. That pitch popped up, slicing foul, and it's going to stay in play for the third baseman, Jacob Fitch, to squeeze the glove and retire the side. But not before 2 runs come home to make this a tied game. 3-3 to the home half of the 4th we go. We'll be back right after this. Home half of the fourth inning. The Tri-States roared back with 2 runs in the top of the fourth inning to tie this thing up at 3. Ryland Bain still on the mound for Tri-States and delivers a first pitch strike to Danny Alvarado. Alvarado started the game as an extra hitter, played first base through the third and fourth innings, and will catch the rest of this game. Fourth strikeout of the game for Ryland Bain. 1 down in the bottom of the fourth inning, and that will bring up Mason Masterson. And a 4-pitch walk issued to Masterson. Lead runner aboard, and that will bring up Rustin Edmiston from Hermiston. And now, Ryland Bain, starting pitcher for Tri-Cities, has thrown 6 consecutive balls. The runner takes off. Soft ground ball off the glove of the pitcher, Bain. And looks like they will get the out at first. But Mason Masterson able to take second on the play. So 2 down, a runner on second for Tucker Zander. Zander started this game at second base and will take the rest of the night off defensively. Ground ball foul down the third base line. Masterson on second. He walked. Back pick. Just a little late. Not a bad idea. As that pitch gets away from the catcher, Matthew Iwamizu, and will allow Masterson to take third. As that one gets by Iwamizu and will allow Masterson to score the lead run. So a 4-pitch walk, a pair of wild pitches, and Mason Masterson has given Oregon State the lead once again in this game. A ball slicing foul and out of play down the right field line. Waiting on deck, Gavin McLaughlin. Right now, Tucker Zander and Ryland Bain locked in a battle. Here's the payoff. Low for ball 4. Second walk of the inning issued by Bain. And McLaughlin will get a chance to swing the lumber here. On ball number 4, the ball gets away from the catcher, Matthew Iwamizu. It's the second 4-pitch walk issued in this inning by Ryland Bain. Back-to-back walks issued now to both Masterson, to Tucker Zander and Gavin McLaughlin. And now Jacob Fitch will dig in with 2 on and 2 out. Tucker Zander at second, Gavin McLaughlin at first. Already a run across in this inning for Oregon State. Bain looks back at second. Ball hit in the air to center field. Very high in the air for Cole Moorlag. He squeezes the glove and retires the side. We head to the 5th. Oregon State back on top. The score is 4-3. You're watching the 22nd Annual Northwest Championships presented by Baseball Northwest. Chase Reynolds back on the mound for Oregon State. And going the other way with that pitch is Cole Morlag. It drops just fair of the right field line. And a leadoff man aboard for Tri-States here in the top of the 5th inning. So in steps Tyler Peterson. Now bunt laid down, foul. Bennett Thompson still behind the plate for Oregon State. Danny Alvarado at first. Mason Masterson at second. Rustin Edmiston is at shortstop. Jacob Fitch is at third. Cole Peterson in left. Caden Parker in center. And Darren Marsh is in right. Pickoff throw to first. Not in time. Hard hit ball, fair into right field. That will go all the way to the corner. Carl Morlag on his horse. He will come around to score. Into third safely is Tyler Peterson with the RBI triple. And Tri-States punches right back. Score is tied 4-4. And the shortstop unable to field the ball on that one. Going to allow a run home. And now Tri-States takes the lead 5-4. Going to be a base hit earned by Matthew Iwamizu. Estevan Ruiz is at the dish for Tri-States, putting up a good fight against Oregon State starting pitcher Chase Reynolds. And Ruiz continues to battle and stay alive. Eight strikeouts now for Chase Reynolds. First out of the top of the fifth inning. And that will bring up Cesar Eden Blanco. Sends it the other way into right field, losing it in the shadows and unable to make the grab in right field was Darren Marsh. The field lights are on here at Harry and David Field and can make a routine pop fly very tricky. It'll go down as a base hit for Cesar Eden Blanco. Now 2 on and only 1 out for Evan Bailey. Hard hit to center field. Caden Parker loses it in the lights over his head, rolls all the way to the wall. It's going to be a 2-run triple as that ball's thrown near the Oregon State dugout. And Tri-State has finally broken through. Score is now 7-4. A flare that's going to drop into center field and bring home Bailey. Gavin Viano, the RBI single. And the lead extends for Tri-States. It's now 8-4. And that's going to do it for Chase Reynolds. Struck out 8 batters in 4 1/3 innings of work, but 8 runs on the board for Tri-States. We'll be right back after this. You're watching the 22nd Annual Northwest Championships presented by Baseball Northwest. Welcome back to Harry and David Field. A pitching change for Oregon State after starting pitcher Chase Reynolds was chased after 4 1/3 innings. Struck out 8 but also allowed 8 runs. The man now on the mound for the Orange and Black is Carson Lydon. Lydon, 6', 200 lefty hurler out of Churchill High School. He inherits a runner on first. That's Gavin Viano, who had an RBI base knock to drive in Evan Bailey. The finishing blow for Chase Reynolds. Isaiah Burke had a 2-run single back in the 4th inning. That tied this game up at 4. Or excuse me, rather, it put Tri-State ahead 4-3 before Oregon State answered. Ground ball left side. That's going to sneak through. Rolls all the way to the left fielder, Cole Peterson. And Tri-State can do no wrong here in the top of the 5th. Two aboard now for Nate Rose. Hard hit ground ball. Fielded nicely by the third baseman, Jacob Fitch. Steps on third for the force, on to first for the 5-3 double play, but not before Tri-States busts this game open. To the home half of the fifth we go. Oregon State down by 4. You're watching the 22nd Annual Northwest Championships presented by Baseball Northwest. Home half of the fifth inning. Tri-State's on top of Oregon State 8-4. You're watching the 22nd Annual Northwest Championships presented by Baseball Northwest. New pitcher on the mound for Tri-States. Jackson Christensen, 5'11", 165-pound right-handed hurler, attends Highland High School in Idaho and has committed to CSI in the fall. Defensive changes behind Jackson Christensen. Isaiah Burke is now catching him. Matthew Iwamizu moves over to first. Nate Rose is at second. Correction, Nate Rose is at third. Gavin Viano is at second. Gotta love the coaches always keeping us on our toes. At third base, Easton Edmondson. In the outfield is Evan Bailey. In left, Cole Moorlag in center and Estevan Ruiz in right. Turning away from a pitch inside is Caden Parker, who has been playing center field for Oregon State and will now take the last few innings off defensively. And a 4-pitch walk to start the home half of the fifth. That'll bring up Darren Marsh. Marsh in right field for Oregon State. And he fouls the first pitch back. The runner takes off. The pitch is belted into left field. And making the grab is Evan Bailey on a hard-hit baseball. Retreating back to first is Caden Parker. Allowed first out, the home half of the fifth. And that will bring up Dane Woodcook. Woodcook started the game at shortstop, took a couple of innings off defensively, and now will patrol center field for the rest of the game. Woodcook had a RBI triple back in the third inning for Oregon State. Pickoff throw to first. Parker back safely. Parker takes off again. The pitch is inside. The throw to second base, and not in time. Boy, Caden Parker stealing second, standing up. And another walk. So 2 free passes issued by Jackson Christensen. 1 out, and the lineup turns over for Cole Peterson. The runners take off. The throw to third gets by the third baseman, and it's going to allow Caden Parker to score. Error charged to the catcher, Isaiah Burke. And the score is now 8-5. Dane Woodcook replacing Caden Parker at second base. One and one, the count to Cole Peterson. And on the drop, third strike. Out at first is recorded, but on the throw, heads up base running by Dane Woodcook will allow him to take third. So with 2 down and a runner 90 feet from home, catcher Bennett Thompson, the South Medford Panther, takes the first pitch inside for ball 1. Thompson had an RBI triple back in the first inning. Dane Woodcook at third. 2 outs, 3-2 count to Bennett Thompson. And he takes high for ball 4. Another free pass issued in this inning by Tri-State. Runners at the corners for Carson Lyden. And they're actually going to skip Carson Lyden's spot in the order since he is pitching. And we're going to go straight to Danny Alvarado. First pitch fouled off and out of play. Runner at first takes off, and Bennett Thompson slides in head first, safely at second base without a throw. Hard ground ball, that is foul. Down the third base line. Woodcook at third. Bennett Thompson at second. Danny Alvarado at the dish. Grounds it foul.
Oh no! I thought I was safe. Bullet is back. Did you go to the wedding, Bullet?
Fouled off. We'll do it again.
Is Bullet the best man?
Yes, he's really sick right now.
Okay.
He's puking up blood.
Okay. We're in the top of the sixth, I think, fifth.
And another pitch fouled off.
So that he said 6:42.
Least of my worries right now, BJ got more than 250 people in here.
Yeah, I know.
That's my biggest worry.
I know. I saw that.
Yep, and they're all gonna vacate tomorrow too. After this game's over, you're gonna have to leave, and then come back in.
Yeah.
But we have to sanitize.
Yeah.
Swung on and missed for strike 3. The throw to first in time, and that will retire the side. To the 6th we go. 8-5 Tri-States. You're watching the 22nd Annual Northwest Championships presented by Baseball Northwest on Table Rock Sports. Top of the 6th inning here at Harry and David Field, the home of the 22nd Annual Northwest Championships presented by Baseball Northwest. Carson Lyden back on the mound for Oregon State to face off against Estevan Ruiz, Cesar Eden Blanco, and Evan Bailey. The lefty Lyden induces a ground ball foul.
I'll probably jump on the PA after field.
Yeah, no, I'm heading down right now. You're good. All good.
I'm going to make an announcement probably at the end of this half or something. Hey, lose this game, we just want to let you guys know we have to sanitize, we have to kick everybody out.
Do you have clickers, Josh?
Counters?
Do you have clickers?
Like a pitch counter, you know, just talking about it. We got one or two in there somewhere. I might. Two stolen. So what do you guys do with the kids who are in this game that are also in the next game? Are they playing this game and then
Leadoff walk
like Ben?
issued to Estevan Ruiz.
The name Jake
Oh, apologies. That was Easton Edmondson at the dish who earned that walk. So Easton Edmondson aboard to start the top of the 6th. The lineup turns over, and that will bring up Cole Moorlag.
Who's this? His cousin or something like that's a good buddy of mine.
A balk has been called on Carson Lyden, and that will allow Easton Edmondson to take second base. Cole Moorlag at the dish for the Tri-States. And watches strike 3.
Yeah, and what we can do, Josh, is if you can set up a staff member at that end and just have them kind of funnel them out and get them out, and then I will get sanitized, and then we'll move from there. No, hey, no, you get out of those donuts, you get out of that pizza. You have enough.
Tyler Peterson at the dish now for Tri-States.
Yeah, I figured that had to be good.
Yeah.
Great.
To the second baseman, Mason Masterson.
2 outs.
On to first, 2 outs. And that will bring up Matthew Iwamizu.
Yeah, I figured instead of hanging around Red Robin all night.
Come down and get to work.
Yeah.
Thank
Okay.
you, Beach. He's been puking blood, Beach.
Oh, yeah, you okay? Oh. Do we have to put you on
First
the
pitch
IL?
misses low to Iwamizu. Ball 1.
Are you on the IL?
It's only on the 10-day though, Beach.
Iwamizu goes the other way, and it drops into right field for a base hit. Matthew Iwamizu brings home Easton Amundsen. And the score is now 9-5.
Whoever got his head full of slime should be shot. Different uniforms, all right.
Pitch gets by the catcher and will allow Iwamizu to take second base.
There's no way we started.
No,
We're about 9 o'clock.
yeah, it was about 25 minutes after
Yeah.
this game.
So how was the waiting?
That's good. She is around.
Yeah, I know.
Chopper up the middle, and it's going to sneak through. They're going to they're going to hold Iwamizu at third. The throw came home, and so Estevan Ruiz will take second base. 15 hits now in the game for Tri-States. And that will bring up Cesar Eden Blanco.
That was kind of talking to Coach Ralph.
Coach Lau?
Peter said it might be him. She's right down at the edge of the bleachers. That looks like he
A wild pitch gets by the catcher, and that will allow Iwamizu to score. Taking third on the play is Estevan Ruiz, and the score is now 10-5.
Oh, I wrote
Hold on, Beach. Sorry.
Oh, yeah, go.
I need to get this
Yeah,
done so I can
yeah.
read it.
Strike three called. And that's how the top of the sixth ends. To the home half of the sixth, the score is 10-5 Tri-States. You're watching the 22nd Annual Northwest Championships presented by Baseball Northwest. Welcome back. The score is 10-5 in favor of Tri-States. We're in the home half of the 6th. Due up for Oregon State, Mason Masterson, Rustin Edmiston, and Tucker Zander. We're facing off against Jackson Christensen of Tri-States. Mason Masterson at the dish, leading it off here in the home half of the 6th. Hard hit up the middle. A leadoff single for Oregon State. With the runner on, Rustin Edmiston from Hermiston at the dish. The runner takes off from first. It's a strike at the plate, and the runner is out at second base. Isaiah Burke, the backstop for Tri-States, throwing out the runner, Mason Masterson. Bases are clear. And the count moves to 2-1. Defensive alignment for, I should say, behind Jackson Christensen. Catching him, Isaiah Burke at first, Matthew Iwamizu at second, Gavin Viano at shortstop, Nate Rosen at third, Easton Edmondson in left, Evan Bailey in center, Cole Moorlag, and in right, Estevan Ruiz. As there's a walk issued to Rustin Edmiston from Hermiston. And that will bring up Tucker Zander. He golfs one into right center field. It gets down for a base hit. A big turn around first for Tucker Zander. And he'll hold there. Runners at first and third.
Yeah, it will be. Huh? It probably will be. Yeah, we're gonna end early.
Gavin McLaughlin is at the dish for Oregon State. And now he's no longer at the dish for Oregon State as he strikes out. That'll bring up Jacob Fitch. A programming announcement. This will be the last inning of this game, as we still got one more to play. Ground ball to the third base side. Easton Edmondson to throw to first. Low and unable to short hop the pick was Matthew Iwamizu, and that is going to allow 2 runs to score. Now both teams with 2 errors. A runner on second base. And that will bring up Caden Parker. First pitch fouled off. Runner on second. That ball is hit deep to left field and off the wall. Caden Parker puts a charge into that ball. He will take over at second base for Jacob Fitch. And the score now 10-8. And that'll bring up Darren Marsh. The beautiful thing about baseball, there's no clock. Got to get those 3 outs. And the first pitch misses up for ball 1. Again, programming announcement, this will be the final inning of this game because we've got one more for you tonight here on TableRockSports.net. That's right, baseball late night edition. Stay up with us.
Holy cow! Chris Janet, what are you up to?
I'm here for the late game.
All right, you gonna announce it?
Yeah. I actually don't know. It depends what John
Okay.
to do, but whatever he thinks.
Another pitch fouled back.
Yeah, this is
Darren Marsh at the dish.
crazy, but
Caden Parker, the long double off the wall in left field at second.
playing around the state, playing around the United States.
Parker takes off for third, and the pitch fouled off. And that evens the count 2-2.
They've taken, moved all the fall high school to spring, moved high school basketball to later month. Normally, when in high school, play 24 games. They're only allowed 14.
Fouled off again.
And, like I said, Oklahoma's having high school games, referees, coaches, having masks, but out of Oregon,
Oregon's on the west coast. Everyone's chilling.
yeah, I know.
Another 2-2. Runner takes off. The pitch is high. The throw to third. In and out of the glove of the third baseman, Easton Edmondson. Successfully stolen base for Caden Parker. Darren Marsh at the plate does represent the tying run in this game.
Guys, last week with Demetria, they put Demetria common COVID-19. I mean, that's bull.
And that is strike 3 called. That is going to do it for us. At least in this game. Because that's right, we've got one more for you here on TableRockSports.net. It's the pro game. Coming up in about half an hour. Stick around. You won't want to miss it. Head over to TableRockSports.net. Find the link. Take you right to the YouTube live stream. We'll see you in a few. Tri-States defeats Oregon State 10-8. 15 hits, 2 earned runs. 2 errors for Tri-State. 7 hits, 2 errors for Oregon State. See you in a few minutes for the all-pro game right after this.